Why don't you shove a rat in it?
Oh, that's a good idea. I'm hungry. Pull out a rat from my bag. It's probably decaying and just take a bite out of it.
Gross ass rat. Just start munching on it.
You want some?
No.
Hootie grabs whatever you didn't eat and goes, woo!
That's... Glad to know you're alive. Please stop crying. I don't do good with babies. Please stop.
He starts to smell something very off.
Oh no.
Okay. Anyone have a clean piece of cloth?
Not a clean one.
Wanna go find me one, Carnus? Before
Sure.
I throw this at you?
Please don't throw that at me. It's gross. I have standards.
Good to know.
Before we get started, I have a package to open. So, for context, so if you remember, I think it was a few months ago now, my mother-in-law came down and pranked us during the stream, courtesy of one of our guildies from World of Warcraft. Well, he sent me a package now, and he was threatening to do this, and Brian was saying something along the lines of how it wouldn't affect him, or something along those lines. So I got the package, and it might affect him. So, this appears to be a riding crop. A Brian B. Good stick. Be good.
You be good. Give me that.
No. So yeah. Now we can whack him. I can whack him. So, thank you, Cortega. Put it to good use. You might like it. Yeah. So I gotta whack him.
Are you gonna whack me? Okay. It's suddenly on stream too.
Biddies for Brian Hitties. That's for what you said in guild chat, Brian.
I don't remember what I said in guild chat.
Oh, it's because you called me a shit.
She is a shit.
I heard if you smack your GM with it before every roll, you get a crit every 5th roll. Well, I hit him before the session, so... Oh, before every roll.
You sort of roll a disadvantage, don't you?
No. As you can see, we're missing somebody. Toothless. Had to leave the campaign. And she will be dearly missed.
So,
Rip.
last time in D&D, we started off with the half-orc barbarian being captured by lycanthropes, being thrown into a arena pit to fight for their amusement, being thrown a single weapon for them to fight over it. Our barbarian, controlled by Raz, fought valiantly, but eventually succumbed to his own wounds while fighting against a dragonborn. The party jumped in at the last second to try and save him, and almost succeeded. But due to some good spell work by the cleric, all the lycanthropes got transferred back into their human forms, thus losing all their power, so they were just regular dudes, and fled. The party then built a memorial for Kaladal, funeral pyre, and burnt his corpse. They then went on continued their quest. On their adventure, they came across a girl crying in the woods next to a mutilated corpse of her brother. She was lost and looking for a way back home. Little cat, go away. The party helped them, found her town, and just went swimming in a river, almost losing everything.
Yeah.
It was catastrophically hilarious, but they did eventually recover and make it to the bridge going across the river towards the city, at which they just encountered a guard. And that is where we left off.
But what happened to Allesmera?
Allesmera did not jump into the river with everybody else. Y'all just kind of left her there.
Hootie is still alive.
He's alive and well. Better than the
Hootie,
rest of us.
Karnas, and the small girl were trying to walk across a wooden bridge and then slipped and fell into the river, which then caused Alari and Damian to jump in after her. Damian soon realizing he doesn't know how to fucking swim at all. Alari had to go and save Damian. And then lost her footing and just tumbled after the kobold owlbear in trial.
And unfortunately, Alari cannot make it tonight. So what really happened to Allesmera then?
That is for something for you to find out later. As for bonuses, I don't have anyone with a plus or minus bonus. During the river, Alari rolled a couple low rolls and may or may not have lost a few items. So, to those that are here, Guard Leo greets you at the bridge to the city. He looks like a small man, barely out of his teens. Seems like it's his first position he's ever had. New fresh uniform.
Are you you're obviously from this town, right?
Yes.
Is anyone missing a kid? Kids?
Kind of a weird question to ask. Haven't you heard what happened to the town?
I heard what happened to Boulder Shade.
So you know what's afflicting them then?
We weren't given many details, just that there was an attack on the town.
Oh. Here, let me show you something. As he kind of backs up and opens the gate to the city. What's still... You guys arrived at night.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he invites you in. You see there's no traffic in the streets. Everyone seems to be out for the night. Or in for the night. He says, I'll show you around in the morning. Please go to the inn and just grab the first room you see. I got a lock up to
alright
make sure
then.
nothing else comes in. You heard about the town. I'm sure you're here to help. Thank you. As he closes the gate
We're-
behind you.
Actually, mostly passing through. I kind of dragged the rest of my party along to look for someone in particular here.
Hey, thanks for the bits.
Well, you're not going to find him now. It's too dark.
Would you like your plus one?
Wait till
Say
the
that
morning.
again?
Wait till the morning.
Appreciate that.
Of course. It's very calm town, so don't worry about thieves or anything. It just kind of weirds me out. Well, see you in the morning.
Yeah.
Keep forgetting where my camera is.
I was gonna say, you're kind of cutting out a little bit, Brian. Just as a heads up.
That might help. Yeah, the mic not buried in Haley's garbage pile. What?
Baby. This is Rudy's epic story.
Hootie starts paddling his little feet into the city, kind of wandering around, giving little hoots.
Come on, Hootie.
Woo! Woo! There are no lanterns lit, but you are able to find the a sign with a mug of ale on it.
Oh, that's some sign of life. Come on, Carnus.
Okay.
You creak open the door, and it's just pitch black. The hearth cold. You see there's a hallway with a couple rooms down it.
Oh,
Hello?
this does not bode well.
Hello?
There is no response.
Maybe we should just find a room.
I think that's a good idea.
You guys are heading down the hall. All the rooms are empty, but all the beds are made.
Something's happened.
Do these doors lock?
Yeah, they all have locks on them.
I say we pick a room and lock the door.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
You find a room that matches your needs and settle in for the night. You guys gonna do anything before the next day?
We need to give this kid a proper burial.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna have to do that tomorrow.
It's too dark.
Yeah.
Alright. You guys sleep soundly throughout the night. Nothing disturbs you whatsoever. You wake up to the sounds of children playing. Laughter and giggling throughout the streets. Babies crying.
I look out the window.
Cardinus, you see a bunch of children running around
Oh,
in
hey!
various outfits.
Look at all those kids.
That's... What the hell is going on here?
Someone had a lot of babies.
Yeah, I'm good, Cortega. What's up? Nah, I'm alright. Lay down, Bill.
So you guys exit your room. The tavern's still mostly empty. You see a small child at the bar. She's wearing a little, like, apron and just kind of crawling on top of the desk, or the counter.
Kid,
Hi!
where's the person that runs the bar?
That's me! I can't do a kid voice.
I ran a bar
You.
once.
You did?
Yeah.
Can you run my bar?
And I look at Damian.
We don't have time for that.
No, we don't have time. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. It's kind of hard to do things.
I'm the
By
same height
myself.
as you. I get it.
I'm very small.
Me too. High five.
She kind of clambers over and goes for a high five.
Okay.
Haley, roll for a high five.
Oh jeez.
Bell?
For how good that high five is.
19.
That's a pretty goddamn good high five. With a solid
Epic
clap
high
with that
five.
little girl's hand, you're like, hell yeah. She's like, wow, that's a good high five, mister. What's your
Yeah.
name?
Let's go find that guard, Carnus.
Okay.
Or ignore the girl's question. Got it.
What'd she say?
What'd you say?
She asked for his name.
Oh.
Oh.
I did not hear you. I'm Carnus.
I'm Stacy.
Nice to meet you, Stacy.
Nice to meet you.
Where's your mom?
I don't have a mom.
Oh, why not?
She's dead.
What?
Oh.
A couple of years ago, she died.
Where's your dad?
He was a lumberjack and he never came back one day.
That's terrible.
So I own this bar now.
But you're like... How old does she look?
Like 8.
But you're like 8.
I've not always been like this.
What?
Well, yeah, I mean, you were younger at some point, I'm sure. You're just born 8 years old.
Hang on. Hold on, Carnus. What do you mean you weren't always like this?
Something's going on in the town and I'm not quite sure what's wrong.
How old are you actually? You look like you're 8, but...
She looks at her hands and just puts them up and goes, this many. But more.
But more.
Yeah, she's like 8.
Okay. Carnus, we really need to find this guard and figure out what the hell's going on.
Okay. Bye, Stacy.
Goodbye. As you leave the tavern, you enter into the now town center that you can see. There is a magnificent marble and gold fountain. You can see some toddlers just walking up and drinking out of it, making sounds of contentment. You can see a blacksmith over in the corner with the very, very light ting of a hammer on metal. You can see a baby crawling on the table next to a dying forge. It's knocking tools all over the floor. A half-made sword is on the anvil, just getting cold, old. You see a large building that would look to be the city center, or like the mayor's house. You see a little baby in a 3-piece suit just kind of sitting, like all splooted out in front of it, playing in the dirt.
That baby's got a nice suit on.
I'm gonna knock this water over again.
Oh, but that fountain water's good too. Without drinking it.
You see babies in adorable little outfits all crawling over the street. One is in white. You can assume a 3-piece suit and top hat. You see one riding a small pony. You see a couple fall on their butt and start to cry.
Damian! Damian! I want a top hat. Like that kid's got.
Not right now, Carnus. We need to find that guard. And I'm ready to have some words with that prince again.
Well, where are we gonna find the guard?
Probably in front of the town, like we found him last night.
Oh yeah.
You guys go back up to the gate.
Yeah.
He's standing at post by the bridge, keeping an eye out on the land. Make sure nothing approaches.
What the hell is going around?
I thought you said you knew.
We knew that refugees from Boulder State had come here, but we weren't given details.
You said you knew about the baby thing. I assume that's
No.
what you knew about.
No.
The town got turned into babies.
I'm sorry, what?
What?
Have you not looked around?
Yeah.
As he turns in
Yeah,
motions
yeah.
to the
No,
middle
no.
of the town that's just toddlers.
Yeah, their
I
parents should
saw-
really do something about that. Like,
Lunica,
just-
no!
who just leaves
You're deleting
babies
so many
in
things.
the
Go
town?
away. Damn.
No. I saw
Sorry.
that. What happened? How did that happen?
I don't know. I just got moved here from Kralsgard. We haven't had. There wasn't a report from the town guard here in a while, so they sent me to go look. And it's my first job, and I don't want to screw it up. But now I just feel like a babysitter, and I don't know what to do, and I'm panicking. So I lock the gates, and no one can come in and come out, except you guys said you're here to help, so I let you in. Please don't tell my boss.
No. You were right to not want to screw up. Do you know how to get to New Glen?
It's just east of here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How quick do you think you can get there?
Oh, I could. Well, my horse is a lot younger now, so I can't really ride him, so maybe a day or two?
Oh, okay. If you can get there, if Prince Ahab is still there, which I don't see why he wouldn't be, fucking traitorous little bastard, let him know that the adventurers he sent on his errand really want to speak with him.
Okay, but I'm
Real-
assigned to this guard post, and you don't have authority to send me off.
If we stay and babysit, would that make you comfortable?
What if a supervisor comes around and I'm not here? I'll be fine. This is my first job, and I don't want to lose it.
We'll convince your boss to be fine with it.
Roll persuasion.
Persuasion. Okay. Shouldn't be. Come on.
I should probably get into the thing so I can see the rolls.
20.
Well, if you
Not
Just
nat 20, but
just
20.
don't make it worse.
Nah.
Okay.
I'm a seasoned adventurer. I won't make it worse.
I'll be back as soon as I can.
Okay, tell... You're going to see Prince Ahab?
What?
Is he going to see Prince Ahab?
Yeah, that's what Damian's sending him off to.
Tell Ahab that Alari sent you.
That Alari sent me. Scented me. Got it. Scented me with what?
Alari sent you. Alari is requesting for you to go to him.
Okay.
He's most likely to listen.
Okay.
If you say Alari. If you drop Alari's name.
Okay.
Do we
I
still
guess
have our horses?
You guys abandoned them once you went after Raz.
Oops.
Right.
You guys immediately abandoned your horses after Raz got kidnapped.
We had
Got
to save
willingly
Raz.
kidnapped.
I mean... Right. Okay, never
This
mind
being
then.
said, Raz, you hear commotion outside. More than just from the babies and the guard. You hear actual voices.
Now, what was that?
What was what?
Those voices. You heard those, right?
Did I hear them?
Raz, you're not with them.
He's not? Oh, yeah.
No, because his barbarian died, remember?
Apparently not. No, we literally were just talking about that. Yep, sorry, forgot. My
I
bad.
thought I sent Raz a thing, but it was stuck in message and I never sent it. So I'm just rewriting stuff out for him. Raz, you hear a commotion outside of the house that you're in.
From the front of the house and look out the window and see what's out there.
Outside, you see a tiefling with a kobold and a little owl bear. You see people that aren't children. What a cat.
I kind of go to the window and go, what is it you need?
An adult? Here's a shocker here.
Raz, you are an adult, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I need an adult. You're an adult. An adult's your adult.
We came here looking for someone who is obviously... Well, I can't say obviously because I don't know. There's all these kids running around.
It's like a,
Yeah.
it's like a, that like, little, fuck. Little slide area at the mall where all the parents just get to sit down, all the kids freak out over the little crappy slides and stuff. Just kids screaming, having fun, running around.
This is honestly my worst nightmare.
What, you don't like kids?
I'm not particularly fond of them, and they're not particularly fond of me usually.
Why? They're adorable. They're my height, so they're extra cute.
Karnith, a couple kids run up to you and say, "You want to play?"
Yeah, I'll play. What are we gonna play?
And they just grab your arms and like run off, making a daisy chain as they wave through the city.
That
Okay.
works. It'll keep them entertained.
Doing various games of hopscotch and just children's games, which I'm sure Karnith would be all about.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, we're kind of on. We were kind of passing through. Look, on our way to Red Dynasty.
Red Lion Dynasty to the city
Red
of
Lion
Kaladal.
Dynasty. We're on our way to Katal, actually.
What are you guys doing?
Mostly watching the kids and make sure that none of them, I guess, kill themselves accidentally.
The baby in the blacksmith place is kind of crawling near the forge, but he looks like he kind of knows what he's doing, but just can't do it. You see a little baby in like a tailored outfit trying to sew things, but his little stubby fingers just can't quite do it.
This
You see
is bizarre.
A bunch of toddlers just trying to play like house by being big adults and doing stuff that adults would do. But obviously fumbling because they're children.
This is really bizarre. How long have you been here? Raz.
Raz, you have been here about a week.
Not too long.
Were you here before the kids or after the kids?
I honestly do not remember because I was in mid-study, and then when I come out to look around, there were kids everywhere.
Yeah. I wonder if the prince has anything in his bag of tricks to fix this mess.
But I might have heard of a witch somewhere hanging around the outskirts. Might have did something.
A witch, huh? Yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
about right.
Raz, you recall it as the only house that has lights on after dark.
Yeah.
Maybe it's time to go witch hunting.
And maybe she'll have more answers.
Or we just stab her and figure that makes the spell go away.
Just immediately the stabbing. Jesus, Ark. I didn't know
Listen.
we were doing fucking murder hobos.
Listen. Damian has his good days and Damian has his bad days. Getting surrounded by kids, bad day.
Damien
But
sees
you travel with Karnas all the time.
a toddler waddling by carrying a mug of milk, goat milk, and just drinking it, and he's got a little milk mustache. And he goes, "Ugh!" and walks by you.
Cute kid. Sure. Nope. Mm-mm. Yeah, looks like getting a witch hunting tonight. Sooner the better. Maybe I should go rescue Karnas from the kids.
Karnas, roll performance.
Alright.
What kind of games would you be playing with the children?
Maybe like tag and hopscotch. You know, you'd think his performance would be higher, but it's not. Alrighty. That went into the wrong thing.
Sure did. I
It
was
was
like, I don't
a
see
nat
it.
1 for a total of 4.
Karnas is playing like a small game of dodgeball with the kids and just beams a child in the face, and it's just kind of like with that rubber kickball sound, just bong,
Oh.
and the kid just falls down crying.
Oh,
Karnas runs over. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
or
I'm
I
sorry.
need to rescue the kids
I'm
from
sorry.
Karnas.
It was an accident. I'm sorry.
That kid starts crying, another one throws up.
And then Karnas starts crying.
Karnas sits down and starts crying.
Or I need to rescue the kids from Karnas. Okay, hey, he didn't mean it. You okay, buddy?
I'm sorry.
Hey, don't worry, kiddo. You're fine. You're fine. Really, you're okay. Trust me.
He just kind of like starts sniffling and staring at you all teary-eyed.
You okay, kiddo?
Are you gonna help me?
It's alright, it's alright, you're alright.
I miss my mommy.
Where's your mommy?
I don't know.
Oh, you mean just awkwardly picks the kid up and just starts patting him on the back. It's okay, they're there.
Karnas joins in with a patting on the back.
With the double pats on the back. And the kid just goes, "Burp."
See, you're okay there. Maybe we shouldn't be playing dodgeball.
What can we play?
You hit in the face of the ball.
What, Raz?
Because you get hit in the face of the ball, that's why you can't play.
Now, what can they play?
What about hopscotch?
Can you show me?
Sure. It's been a few years, but sure.
All right, roll performance.
Oh boy. This should end well. 19! Actually does end well.
You go up to the hopscotch square line
Line?
track,
Yeah.
whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah,
And
that makes sense.
you toss your stone and you just expertly do the hopscotch. All the little kids just like kind of poop on their butt and just start clapping at you.
Carter starts clapping.
Connors claps as well.
Curtis. I got nothing. See, it's easy.
Rez, the child you're taking care of starts crying immensely.
Little child. Calm down. Not for the crying.
Calm down, child. Ah, yes. Raz, the expert parent. Quiet you. What's wrong with you, boy? Take all of his parenting from God of War.
I need to play more of that game.
Okay, what are you guys doing?
Carnus asks, so what'd you find out?
Well, apparently after dark, there's one house that still has lights on.
Oh, maybe there's an adult there.
Apparently it's a witch.
Oh. Can we be friends with the
Maybe.
witch?
Don't know that we want to be friends with this witch if they are the ones that made this curse. Because that's the only thing this actually can be.
Yes. When are we gonna go?
After the little ones are gone to bed, wherever they go at night.
Okay.
You see doors to a church open up, and you see a baby dressed in oversized robes that drag along the floor. From the... What the hell did I write? From the garb, you can make out it's a priest of Lathander. Robes. I wrote from girl in grime, and I was like, I don't think that's what I was supposed to write.
Hey, that kid's wearing robes.
Kid was probably a priest.
He's got a little, like, chalice in his hand. It's just kind of dragging on the ground. He's, like, wiping sleep from his eyes with, like, the sleeves of the robe.
I go up to him. Why are your clothes so big?
Why are your clothes so small?
Because they fit me.
Well, they fit me, too.
Yours look too big.
They're comfy.
Oh, okay. So are mine.
Oh, what's your name?
Carnus, what's your name?
Dave.
Dave. Nice to meet you, Dave.
Nice to meet you, Carnus.
Have you met Stacy? She's running the bar.
She's nice.
She said she doesn't have a mom.
I know. I did the funeral for her.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What
So
brings you to town? Are you here to help us?
Damian's looking for his dad.
Who's his
part-
dad?
we-
Who's Damian?
That guy.
The demon?
I'm not a demon.
Sorry. Hellish fiend.
I
This
pat
is why I
him.
don't like priests.
The child. He's
This
as
is
much
where
of
I
a
don't-
demon as I am.
He gives you a wide-eyed look.
Where I
Oh,
don't
no
like priests.
persuasion, by the way. What, Ark?
This is why I don't like priests.
11.
Yeah, it just gives you like a wide-eyed look, kind of takes a step back, stumbling on the steps and falls on his butt.
I meant I'm not a demon. I'm a dragon.
Oh, are you sure?
You're a wannabe dragon.
I'm a dragon. I'm famous.
You might be famous, but you're not a dragon.
I have dragon blood. King Kobold is a dragon. Therefore, I am part dragon.
Don't remind me
You
what
guys
King
know about
Kobold
King
is.
Kobold?
Yeah. Have you met King Kobold?
Yeah.
No, we're not starting this again, Karnas.
He comes nearby and his kobolds raid the city.
Oh, my family doesn't do that.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
This one does. They've been taking all of our food lately.
Oh, that's lovely.
Since we don't have any guards anymore.
What happened to the guards?
They got smaller.
Oh, I'm small. I can be a guard.
You want to be our guard?
We might be able to help you out. We were passing through here anyway.
You can.
We might be able to help you out with this curse. That is what it is, I'm guessing.
I don't know. I've tried everything, but I can't remember my spells.
We will do our best to help you with that.
You promise?
Yeah.
Pinky promise.
His eyes go wide and like start to glisten as he reaches out a pinky.
Nothing pinkies.
Please don't start crying.
He crosses pinkies with Karnas and like kind of tugs it tight. He goes, "Thank you for helping our town."
Anything for the little guy.
Do you guys do anything else?
I guess we're waiting until night.
Sounds good.
Are you guys gonna introduce yourself to Raz and Raz introduce yourself to Vang?
Oh.
Or are you
Right.
just gonna be like, "Hi, stranger, get out of my town"?
We never properly.
You guys are
introduced
really
ourselves
bad about
there.
introducing characters. Like when you all met, it's just like, "Hi, let's go."
Basically,
Oh, look,
just
Kobold, let's go.
okay. To be fair, the kobold kind of. Well, yeah. No, I can't defend it.
Oh, there's a kobold pulling on my tail. Better bring him.
Ah, new pet kobold.
That's
Great.
essentially what you guys did. Oh, an orc barbarian. Let's go. You're coming with
Like
us.
style. Want to go with us? We're gonna fight things.
We're going somewhere.
Right. We never properly introduced ourselves to you. I'm Damian Morningstar. This little terror who makes children cry
It was an accident.
is Karnas.
I'm famous.
I'm sure you are.
Damien, as you say your name, the toddler inside the house perks up and starts crawling towards you.
Uh, can I help you, small child?
It kind of sits in front of you, staring at you very quizzically. Just making coo sounds and holds out its stubby little arms for ups.
I pick him up awkwardly, just holding him out. Can I help you, small child?
He just makes small babbling noises, but he's got, like, for a baby, he still has white hair. And it's fairly long. And Raz is just letting people pick up babies in his house.
Huh?
No one likes you.
Yeah, I see that. Can I help you, little one?
Baby's unable to talk.
Shadowstep, you said your name was?
Yes.
Any ideas?
No? Like I said, I've been in mostly mid-study a lot, so I rarely ventured out.
Okay. I'm just gonna put down small child and we'll deal with this later. I don't...
Damian, make me a intelligence check.
Yay, my favorite. I have... Actually, it's not a bad stat for me, never mind. Could
Just
be
some
worse.
pre-complaining, nothing too weird.
13.
The baby looks familiar to you. Some of the facial features are recognizable to you.
I don't like where my brain is going with what this child is implying. I really don't want to think about what the implications could be.
Is it Alari's?
I mean...
She just has... She's the purpose of the baby town. She just coded up for a bit.
I meant to imply is it Alari and Damian's? Is what I was going for.
They'd be aware of that.
To be fair, Damian was not was not an innocent boy when he met Alari before, so I mean... It could be taken either way.
Know.
Say what?
Said, well, that's good to know.
That's why I don't like why the kid's face looks familiar, and I don't want to think about the implications of that.
Because it looks like Alari's face.
No. But we're not getting into that right
Does it
now.
look like your face?
No, yes, maybe.
Whose face
Oh,
does it
but
look like?
I do recall one thing. When I came here to study and hone in my harness of the elements, I was being taught by someone who was telling me his name was Allesmera.
You met my father?
Yes, he was the one. That was the one that I came here, and he took me in and was training me in the ways of harnessing the powers of the weather and nature. Yeah,
He's alive
Right.
then.
Storm Mage.
Is this
That
baby your
makes-
dad?
It's what I'm starting to think. Which is a relief. Which is a slight relief. I just kneel in front of the baby. Are you Alistair?
He slowly gets up off of his butt and kind of walks over and gives you a hug around the neck. He then just starts crying.
I'll take that as yes. Hey, no. No crying. No crying. It's okay. No crying.
More crying ensues.
Bet you never
Please
thought
stop
this
crying.
would happen. The roles have been reversed.
Cardis?
What?
In a wacky twist, the son has to raise the father.
Why don't you shove a rat in it?
Oh, that's a good idea. I'm hungry. Pull out a rat from my bag. It's probably decaying and
Yeah,
just take a bite out of
just
it.
a gross ass rat. Just start munching on it.
You want some?
No.
Hoodie
Okay.
grabs whatever you didn't eat and go. Woo!
That's... Glad to know you're alive. Please stop crying. I don't do good with babies. Please stop.
He starts to smell something very off.
Oh,
Oh no.
Okay. Anyone have a clean piece of cloth?
Not a clean one.
Wanna go find me one, Carnus? Before I
Sure.
throw this at you?
Please don't throw that at me. That's gross. I have standards.
Good to know.
I'd go search around the house for a clean cloth.
Yeah.
You're able to find some. It's still like a well-stocked house with like people that where someone would live in, so it's still like fully furnished. And Shadowstep has been living here for a little while.
I bring the clean cloths to Damian.
Now, let's see if I can figure out how to do this. Oh boy. I try to change the diaper.
You change your dad's diaper, okay? Roll me
Lord.
performance.
Oh boy. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I wanted that. 25!
You expertly swipe that diaper and just make him a new one. It's like you've done it before.
That'll work.
Carnus is visibly impressed.
Ah!
Haley.
What?
Me
No.
next.
That'll work. There, see? All better. Please stop crying.
He does in fact stop crying and just cuddles up to you.
See, I told you you could do it.
Carnus,
What?
please.
It was a compliment.
I know. I appreciate it. Just no.
Curtis goes and sits on the couch and kind of pouts.
You sit on the couch, almost sitting on a puppy.
A puppy?
A puppy.
Puppy! He hugs the puppy.
Carnage just starts mauling a dog with affection.
Oh, poor dog.
Dog's just licking his face, wagging its little tail.
Oh, that'll keep Carnus occupied. Don't eat it.
I would not eat a puppy. That's Hootie.
Cootie's staring at the dog, just
Rudy,
wide-eyed.
no.
He's been unmoving for some time, just staring at
Hootie,
the
no.
dog. Chattering his little beak every now and then.
I imagine it's like a cat, like when a cat sees a bird outside
Yeah.
and it makes a little ek 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 sound.
Hootie,
no.
Woo!
No.
Woo!
No.
Hootie takes a small step forward.
I just gently tap on his beak. No.
Woo! He backs up a wee bit.
Dogs are not for eating.
Woo!
Don't take that tone with me. Oh my god, I'm starting to talk to the owl. I really am going fucking insane.
Hootie wanders outside. You see him wander up to the fountain and take a drink.
This is... I don't know what this is, but this seems like a goddamn nightmare.
So you guys don't do anything else?
I follow Hootie and like, how's the water?
Woo!
I like stick my hand in and just scoop some and like drink it out of my hand.
It's quite refreshing.
Oh, that's so good. Tastes a lot better than that water I almost drowned in.
I would assume so.
Yeah.
Can you guys do anything else? Or wait till night?
Good waiting till night.
Your dad babbles at you, presumably telling you stories of what happened since you're gone, but it's just baby babble, and you have no idea what the fuck's going on. But he's babbling with such certainty, and like wiggling with his little stubby hands and fingers. He's telling some kind of story. You just cannot understand what the fuck he's saying.
I'm just kind of nodding my head along, like, yep, sure.
After a while, you hear the street just kind of go quiet, and it's empties of all the toddlers. You can presume they've went to their respective houses. All the lights are unlit.
Gotta be night then. Alright, it's time for you to go to bed.
He's already asleep in your arms. Just like laying on your lap.
Okay. I'll just put you down here on what I can presume is your bed.
Anything that's soft, honestly. Outside the window of the second story, you can see a small light on the outskirts of town.
Come on, Carnus.
Okay.
Time to go kick in a witch's ass.
Alright.
I'll get some pent-up aggression that I need to deal with. How long does it take to get to the witch's house?
I mean, do you guys have dark vision?
Yes.
Okay. So you guys are able to navigate through the town just fine. Every now and then you gotta stop and kind of reorient to find your way through the streets back to the light. But you are able to eventually make it there. You see a old stone house with like ivy growing on it. Approaching the house, you open the ivy-grown gate. It creaks open and leads to a path towards the brick house that's covered with an abundance of flowers intertwined in the bricks and molding. It's brightly lit inside, and you can see a woman living inside the building, walking back and forth. You can hear her talking to someone. Hi.
Hi.
What's up?
I was just seeing what you're doing. Doing your D&D.
Yeah. You can hear her talking to someone.
I'm gonna pull an Alari.
Oh no.
There's also a nice well outside.
Nice what?
A personal well.
Ah.
Also has like moss and growing on the outside of the stone, but looks to be pretty in good working order. Where was that Badoop at? Oh, that was Raz.
It was Raz.
So what are you doing?
I'm pulling an Alari.
And that means
Kicking the door open or down, or easiest way to get inside.
give me a strength check.
Okay. Let me channel my inner Alari, please. That.
God, I hope it's a 1.
I hope not.
That'd be hilarious.
That would be. But I hope not.
You don't quite kick the door in, but do end up making a loud thud on it.
That works.
To which you hear, oh! What the hell was that? Give me a second, Walter. As you hear footsteps coming towards the door, you hear the latch unlock, and it slowly creak open till you see a. I lost my notes.
A woman?
Yeah, I thought I described her in here. a woman with red hair and long braids, very kind smile, and a soft face. She goes, "Oh, you're not children.
No, I'm an adult.
You're a kobold.
No.
I'm an adult kobold.
Good to meet you.
No,
Good to meet you
We're
too.
not.
I'm Carnes.
Hello. Can I help
we're
you?"
not children. Do you have something to do with why they're children?
Why would I have something to do with why they're children? Hold on. She turns back to the inside of the house and goes, "It's visitors, Walter! Full-sized visitors!"
Thanks for the follow,
What?
Lexi.
She kind of comes back to you, peeking her head out the door, and says, Would you like to come in from the cold night?"
That sounds lovely. Thank you.
She opens the door wider.
Suppose so?
You see that she has 3 toddlers of herself inside the house. One sitting at the table with like a little like mustache on it, and he's trying to eat some food at the table with a fork and knife. And there are 2 children playing. 2 older children from what you've seen, like they'd be, I guess, about 10-ish. Like just playing with some wooden toys next to their fireplace.
Hey, they're not babies.
2 children play with bright colored toys in the corner next to the hearth. She goes, "Walter, look, we have company." As the baby at the table, dressed in overalls and a work shirt, looks at you and goes, "Wah!
Mah!
Wah!
Mah!
Carnus.
Wah!" And he goes back to trying to eat his food.
What?
He tries to go for like a cigar, but it's just way too big.
Do you have any idea what happened?
She goes, well, first things first, I'm Helen, and who are you?"
I'm Carnes, the kobold of Katal.
"Greetings, Carnus, the kobold of Katal.
Great.
This is
Damian Morningstar.
my home. Damian, good to meet you. Raz, are you there?"
Yeah.
Okay, because you just been
Oh,
quiet
hang
for
on.
like 10 minutes.
So yeah.
And who are you?
Shadow Step. The mage.
Shadow Step. Okay. Well, I don't know what happened to the town. Very all peculiar. My husband
Yes,
was... What?
yes, I was studying in the town, and when I got up to take a small break, come outside to children.
Yes, it is quite strange. My Walter worked in town, and one day he didn't come home, and I found him up by the well as a baby that looked like him. It was quite peculiar. He's the town scribe, so he worked there all day.
Okay. And you don't have any ideas as to why?
Oh, it might be something to do with that alchemist's son that was trying stuff in town, but I don't know for sure. He was a strange fellow.
Uh-huh. Alchemist son. Where in town?
The Alchemist Shop? Or the fountain?
The Alchemist.
Oh, it's not hard to find. It's in the main town square. Just look for the bubbling cauldron sign.
Okay.
Where are you folks from?
I'm from Katal.
Well, that makes sense. What did you do in
Boulder.
Katal?
I was a gladiator.
You're far from Katal. How did you get here?
There was a bird that was a little bit bigger than me and picked me up and dropped me, and now I'm here.
Peculiar.
Yeah.
Boulder Shade originally, but I've been traveling for quite a few years.
I would say so. Boulder Shade hasn't been around for quite a few years.
So I've gathered.
Yes. That's where we got most of our inhabitants from.
I heard. I
Um,
didn't hear about the babies.
You didn't hear about the babies?
No, Prince Ahab failed to mention that when he said that Tilsgard was suddenly the home of older shade refugees.
Well, they were we had the refugees come here years ago. Like 10 or 15 years ago. The baby thing has only happened in the last month.
Interesting.
I doubt news got to the prince. Or even if the crown would care about it.
Probably not, knowing him.
Oh, you met the prince?
Unfortunately.
Oh.
Damian doesn't like Ahab because Ahab was flirting with a
Hardness, shut up. We don't need to know why I don't like him.
He's
And
fooling
that's
with
not
your
the
check,
only
huh?
reason. And that's not the only reason. I just don't trust him. But I don't trust the crown in general.
Well, we can look around in the morning if you'd like.
How is it that you weren't affected?
Somebody donated $40.
Holy shit.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm trying to figure out the alerts thing. Thank you, Tim. So,
There!
since we have this little thing in our stream, for donations and such, you get to grant modifiers to the players. So what should $40 be?
Just one time plus 5 to everyone playing.
Alright. So you've granted everyone plus 5 for their next rolls. Thank you so much. Like, that made my night. That made my week. And Bear will be very appreciative.
Mark
He's
down. Noted.
upstairs right now.
Little
How
meat
are
surgery
you not
dog.
affected by this?
Well, I presume it's because we have our own water source. You might have seen our well outside. That's how we get our water. Walter here used to work in the city, so he, had to take his meals there and drink the water there. It's the only thing I could think of, because we still get our food
Water.
from town. That's
How
just
long
something
ago-
with Water.
You said it's been like this for a month.
About, yeah.
Okay.
There's like no exact dates, but roughly.
Yeah. Did it affect people gradually?
There were some signs that Walter was de-aging, but it went pretty rapidly. At first I thought he was just getting all of his energy back. He was like we were teenagers again. But soon enough he was a teenager again. And besides him looking fantastic, he just kept going, and now he's, well, she just kind of motions to the baby at the table in overalls and a work shirt. He's younger than our children.
Rapidly reverse aging.
Yes.
Interesting.
Seems.
So we
She
need to keep
motions to her
the...
kids. Timothy, Jennifer, would you take your father upstairs and put him to bed? They go, yes, Mom, as they take little baby Walter upstairs.
Interesting. So what I'm hearing is we need to keep those toddlers away from the water and find this alchemist's son
Well, people have
or
to
his
drink.
nose.
They can't just not drink. But there's something wrong.
Well, clearly.
Oh, weren't they all drinking from the same well, or the same fountain in the center of town?
Oh no, we have our own well because we live far enough away. Is that what you're asking?
No, but about everyone else.
Yeah, everyone
Besides
else
them.
that lived in the city would have drinking from the same water source.
Oh, there's a good start.
Yeah.
Please, I'll aid you in any way I can. I want my Walter back to his old self. If I don't say so myself.
I think everyone would like to be back to normal.
Yes.
Indeed.
You say you need help the town?
We'll do what we can.
Oh, thank you. I can't wait to get my Walter back. Please, do you need some food, some water? I have plenty cooking. She motions to some freshly baked bread and some stew that's over the fireplace. That's bubbling away.
Oh, that looks delicious.
I wouldn't say no.
It's full of just vegetables and whatever meat scraps she could put together and whatever herbs she could forage. But it's for what she could provide. It's pretty decent. She gets some little wooden bowls out and gets each of you a portion. A little smaller than what you guys would expect to get, but she doesn't look like she has a whole lot.
I mean, we don't want to be rude.
Yeah. Going to
Thank
be
you
interesting.
for helping.
I can't say it's our job, but I guess it is our job somehow.
Moving and getting on the camera.
I suppose.
Well, you did say you were adventurers, right?
Well, yeah.
Well, we greatly appreciate the help. Hey, there's just a big OBS thing on the stream.
Yeah. Hold on.
Alright. Just want to make sure you
OBS.
were aware.
I am aware.
Why you do this?
Oh, you're trying to stream using me? Fuck you.
Pretty
I
much.
was adding something to it. I was adding an alert box.
Fair enough.
There we go.
She provides you a nice hearty meal, and she opens up a bottle of wine and shares it with you guys.
Much appreciated.
Well, I can show you to the Alchemist Shop in the morning, if you'd like. I bring all the children
Yeah.
bread so they don't starve.
I was wondering how they were eating.
So I've been feeding them, keeping them alive. I can't wet nurse them anymore, so I can only bake them breads. It's the only sustainable source I have. I've had to raid the inn a couple times for supplies, but I'm sure
Oh, thank you.
they'll understand.
Thank you on behalf of my father. It feels weird to say, but thank you.
Who is your father?
Alistair.
Alistair? Oh, he's a kind man.
Yes, indeed. I came upon this town not too long ago, a couple months in, and he's been training me in my arts.
Ah, you came to study from him. He's a very
Yes.
smart man.
Indeed.
I'm sure he's not of quite as much help nowadays, being a baby. But thank you for taking care of him.
Not a problem at all.
Is there anything else you guys want to ask Kelton before the night's over?
You said that the refugees came here 10 or 15 years ago?
Yeah.
That's a long time.
What was that? So how long has Ahab been out of his father's good graces then?
About 15 years.
It adds
Look.
up.
I suppose it does. I don't know. I just don't like him. Okay.
That's fair.
I
can't
don't
force
tr-
you to
I
like
don't-
things.
I don't trust him.
That's fair as well. Or are you talking to Helen?
Yeah. That was
She's
most-
very understanding. She's like, well, I assume royalty doesn't know quite much of what to do, but he's the only one from the crown that seemed to help Boulder Shade. So,
Right.
sacrificing his own men for the civilians. To see what would be a lost cause. I'm sure the king would sooner send them off to war and die for nothing than save their own civilians.
I suppose.
I used to be an enchanter before all this, and I would work on the, doing things around town. But mostly I would get commissions from the crown to enchant armories or arms and weapons.
So you're the one that
Armors.
enchanted most of what he probably has.
To Ahab? No, just some lieutenants and stuff like that.
So you didn't enchant this sword. And Curtis pulls out his giant sword.
She kind of looks it over. He goes, well, I do always leave a mark. Every tradesman leaves their own mark, as you know. She kind of runs her fingers along the blade, and you see it. As she runs her fingers, like, small runes start to appear and start glowing. She goes, oh, this is mine.
Ah, cool. Ahab gave it to me.
Oh, that was
What
kinda
about
good.
this? What about this pendant?
She inspects the pendant and goes, I don't generally do jewelries. It's a different kind of teachings and runes. But no, I don't recall this one. She looks it over, runs her fingers along it. Some runes appear and he goes, I don't quite recognize these sigils. I'm sorry.
Interesting. It was another gift from Ahab. That's why I was curious.
Well, people do get things and often on adventures.
True.
Is there anything else?
I'm good.
Jarnus?
Rest?
Carnus is good.
Raz?
Good. I'll check in on one thing, but
What?
I'll check in on one thing, but no, I'm good.
You sure?
Yep.
Alright. Do you guys want to spend the night there or head back to the other house?
What do you guys think?
She's also invited you to stay.
Oh, I mean, why not?
Probably wiser to go back to the town so they can head off the kids at the pass in the morning.
Okay.
As well, I'll meet you at the well at sunrise.
Sounds
Sounds
good.
good.
All right. See you in the morning then. And she kind of opens up the door and motions for you as you make your exit. You guys head back to the house and enter. Baby daddy's still sleeping where you left him,
Christ.
curled up with a stuffed goat.
I'm not sure I'll get used to that.
What, your baby daddy?
Lord.
There's the title. Damian's baby daddy.
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh.
Remember that, guys.
I'm writing the title down.
Rad's getting a call out in chat.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Hey, Crafty.
Yeah, I was hanging out with her pretty much earlier today, and I told her all about it.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh yeah, told a lot of them.
You guys crash where you can, and you start hearing roosters crow in the morning at first light.
Roosters.
No, no eating on the
Karnas,
rooster.
roll me D100.
Oh, no.
Oh lord.
Here we go.
46.
Roll me a D10.
Oh boy.
Oh, no.
Okay.
1.
As you wake up, you find some just feathers, like just next to you. And in your sleep, you had attacked a pillow next to you
Nice.
and just shredded it. You had dreams of just fighting in the arena again versus a mighty beast, strong, feathered, clucked a lot, but you took it down.
To be a deer
Got-
again.
Ah,
Got
Jesus.
hungry, did you, Karnas?
Cat scared me.
What?
Got hungry, did you, Karnas?
No, I was fighting. I was in the arena.
Well, you're gonna see it soon enough.
We should fight in the arena when we get there.
No,
Oh, it'll be so
maybe,
fun.
if we have time for it.
I'll bet Laurie would do it.
She would. I know she would. I don't know if that's a good thing.
Get money.
Not
No.
a good idea.
It might not be as bad of an idea as you think it is, Shadow. Trust me. She
Wow,
can hold
Brad's
her
known
own.
for an arena. Holy
I
shit,
know.
I didn't think that can come in at all. I thought you'd be all over that.
Let's go meet Helen.
Oh, that's her name. I couldn't remember her name, so I didn't type it. Helen.
You guys exit the house and walk down the street, turn the corner, and go down an alleyway. You come to the Center Square, where you see the fountain, and Helen is handing out bread to children that have woken up and wandered out. Sleepily wiping the sleep from their eyes. Sleepily wiping sleep. Words are hard.
Words are hard. Good morning.
Oh, good morning.
Morning.
And here you go, and here's for you. So, the Alchemist Shop is right over there. It's been... I haven't seen anyone inside of it, but you're more than welcome to go take a look. I don't think anyone will mind.
I whispered to Damian, are you gonna try to kick down the door again?
No.
Okay.
I'm not gonna kick down the door.
Okay.
You You guys go up to the door. It seems it's shut. There's some curtains that are pulled, but you can see like a small alchemy lab inside, used for brewing potions and milling herbs of the like.
I
The sun's
pushed the door
starting
open.
to beam in through a crack in the ceiling, or a window somewhere. What, Ark?
I was gonna say I pushed the door open.
As you put your hand on the door and just push, the whole thing just goes crack and just falls inward off the hinges.
Well,
Oh,
I thought you said you
okay.
weren't gonna kick the door down.
I didn't.
Oh, okay.
That's not a good sign.
Cronus marches in, all confidently.
You hear. Well, you don't hear anything. It's got a musty smell to it. Some stale supplies and some rotted herbs.
No one's been in here for a long while.
A couple broken vials. And there's a tome open up on the table.
So the only thing that seems out of place, well, besides the broken vials and everything kind of just seeming like it's been there for ages, the book is open.
The book is open in the middle of the alchemy lab.
I'll go to the tome, and I'll study it.
You look over and start reading the tome. It's handwritten notes with various herbs and combining techniques. And you roll me an intelligence check, Raz.
Really?
Yes.
You get a +5.
Oh.
10.
They're saying, really? I have to roll an intelligence check. You gonna use your +5?
Yeah.
So you start to understand what they're kind of going for with your basic concept of alchemy. You can notice it's a recipe card that someone was making and taking notes on. And you see in the notes a couple times written "Potion of Youth," and you see version 1 on it.
Well, right here in these notes is a really nice start off point. It says Potion of Youth. So
Did some fool really try to make... Yeah, that would probably have something to do with it.
Yeah, that's probably why everyone's a baby.
Yeah, probably.
so now you need somewhere to disperse it evenly that people would go to.
I would guess that would be the fountain.
My guess too.
Well, I drank some water from the fountain. Did I get younger?
Cards, roll me intelligence check. Everyone else roll me perception.
Oh boy, -1.
Yay.
14. Could be worse.
You feel
Well-
more spry.
Okay. I do feel a bit more energetic.
You don't look any younger to me.
Doesn't look like anything to me.
Same.
There you go.
Alright. Hootie had some.
I wonder if it doesn't affect you if you're already a baby, considering that Hootie is, in fact, a baby still.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe that's why it's not impacting the kids. The kids, the townsfolk.
Yes, they're already kids, so they can't get any younger.
You'd hope.
You do know that there was like crawling babies and like walking toddlers in the town.
You'd
And,
hope,
like,
right?
One 8-year-old.
Is there in that book? Is there any way of reversing it?
Give me an intelligence check. To see if you can read
Me
through
or
the notes.
Shadow Step?
Who's ever wanting to do it? Since you said it, I'd say you.
Yeah.
But Shadowstep can also look as well.
Yeah, might as well. 2 eyes.
Yep, 2 eyes.
That's alchemy with 2 eyes. Maybe not Kitty Cat Billy. Oh, you can hardly see it on the stream.
I had 12 and 19.
Hey,
There you go.
Nice.
that's a shock.
You guys, after a couple of minutes of pouring over it, you see where the recipe was alluding to, but it was more or less just a concept of an idea to see if it would actually work versus developing a cure for it.
Karnas is wandering around the room, just like picking up things and touching shiny things and stuff.
There are many like vials and beakers full of various liquids. Some still swirling. There are a couple cabinets and drawers, and there's a door to a back room.
Okay, so you said that there's no cure, technically, then?
It was a potion for the youth, not to reverse it.
Okay.
And from looking through the tome, you don't quite see a aging potion.
Okay.
Not really a hot commodity of people with gold to be older, generally.
Well, that was useless.
Karnas picks up a vial with swirling liquid in it.
Okay. It's blue with some silver string veins in it. And just kind of swirling around still.
What's it smell like?
It smells like blueberries and sage.
I turn around and go, Kobold. Carnage, you said?
Uh-huh.
You don't want to mess with that. Throw it down.
But it smells good.
The town is full of young kids. And you want to drink something that smells good?
Yeah.
No.
It's funny, Russ said that right as I was writing, Carlos is picking up things he shouldn't.
You spoke up right at the nick of time, too.
I would listen to
He's
Shadow.
gonna listen, or he's gonna put it down?
He's gonna put it down. He's learning to listen.
Okay.
He actually listened. I'm shocked. Are we dying? Am I dying?
Write that down in your notes. Today, Karnas listened to someone.
Did you guys see that door? The back room?
Yeah,
It might be a back room.
yeah. Yeah. Now that you mention it.
Yeah, there might be something back there.
Let's open it. Karnas goes and opens the door.
It's stuck.
Oh. Karnas tries to kick the door.
Give me a strength check.
Today's the day that we're all pulling an Alari.
With a squeaking grunt of wood, the door pushes open, and inside you see there's a small cot and boxes of presumably alchemy supplies, and on the cot is the body of a small, decayed humanoid.
Ah!
Oh, that's lovely.
Well,
Safe to assume that's the alchemist's son.
Yeah, I would say so. That's charming.
It's messed up.
Yeah.
Kind of starts rummaging through boxes.
It's like various low quality alchemy supplies. If you knew how to brew potions, you could make a couple healing potions.
Mm. There's stuff in here.
But otherwise, it's worth about 150 gold
Ooh.
if you bought it. But if you sold it, it'd be worth like 80.
Okay.
There's really nothing here, though. Nothing that can help us with this current predicament.
No, I guess not.
So what are you guys doing?
We might have to wait until that guard comes back and see if Ahab's gonna come help. Yeah, right.
I mean, he helps the people of Boulder Shane. He might help them again in a different town.
Yeah. But even...
Even
What
though
are
it's
they...
only been one day, and the guard said it'd probably take him at least a day to get there.
Yeah. No, I know. But even Asmar's can't change time.
Well, what if we start putting stuff together?
To what end?
Ow! Luna, what the fuck?
She just was rolling off.
God, you're so fat.
Oh, don't be mean to the poor girl.
She clawed the shit out of my arm. She's
She
not
got
she's not a graceful cat.
Clearly. She managed to roll off.
Yeah. Trying to get more of my attention, probably.
Probably.
So, nothing else in the shop that you guys can find? Anything else you guys want to do?
What if, the stuff in that book, what if it talks about things that make people older? Like ingredients.
I mean, we can look again. That's really the only answer, is we just have to keep looking.
Give me another investigation check in the book.
Carnus will help.
Is anyone proficient in alchemy or alchemy supplies?
No.
No.
Uh,
Fortune.
brewer's supplies.
That's different.
I know. It's close enough. Come on now.
Anyone else rolling to look at the book?
Yeah. What am I rolling?
Investigation?
Investigation. Is Shadow Step rolling?
Oh, and
Yep.
plus 5, so 18.
There you go. About time.
I implemented my 5.
As you guys search through the book, Damian and Carnus don't really see a potion for or supplies that would make them age,
Even though I used my plus 5?
even though you use your plus 5.
Okay.
Shadow Step, as you search through the book on your own, you notice a couple of notes written in marges on other pages for things, and just like hastily scribbled down notes on pieces of paper around. You see that the various potions don't last as long as they should, and have a prolonging agent to them, if supplied by a source of running water.
You also find notes of. I've lost my place. Where the hell was I?
Ark, did you use your +5 on that roll?
No.
Okay.
The notes essentially say, without the constant supply of the potion, the effects should revert back to normal. Within a week's time.
You find anything, Shadow Step?
It says in here, in these very hastily written side notes, that it needs a constant resupply of just feeding it into it, or else they just stop aging and go back into rebirth aging in less than an hour's time.
Week.
So, if we stop the fountain, that'll do it.
How do we stop the fountain?
Maybe we need to go back to talk to Helen.
Okay.
And let her know what we found with the Alchemist's son.
Okay. You guys head back outside toward the fountain. Helen's still passing out bread. Find anything useful inside?
Of sorts.
No, that's not good
We
news.
we found the Alchemist's son.
And? I fear the worst.
Yeah, you probably should. Think he got trapped in the back room. But we did find something that might be useful if we can accomplish it.
What was that?
If we turn off the fountain, the potion that's running through it won't work anymore. It needs a constant supply of running water.
Do you have a way of dispelling magic?
It'll reverse in a week. If we can turn off the fountain.
Well, I enchanted this fountain when we built it about 20 years ago.
So you
It's
can
a
turn it off.
conjure water spell or enchantment. So it's a constant stream of just pure water. So it's not from my enchantment. Could they have done something to it?
It's possible.
She kind of leans over and starts to look into the fountain. Well, it's too deep for me to see. You, small one.
What?
It has less of an effect on smaller creatures. Would you be able to see if there's anything inside the fountain?
Okay. Go to the fountain and see if there's anything.
Give me a perception. She's gonna touch you on the shoulder, and you feel like a warmth radiating from the touch and into you, giving you a plus 1d4.
Sweet.
She's giving you a guidance.
Ooh.
Oh,
So roll a 1d4. 21. Carnus, you're able to make out a small cracked vial in the bottom of the fountain. Underneath, like, the moving water, you're able to catch it every now and then of an object down there.
There's something down there. Let me go get it.
Are you afraid you'll be an infant again?
didn't think about that.
I mean, I'd be greatly appreciative, but I have to stay and tend to the babies.
Okay. I just won't drink the water.
Is that how it works?
I don't know, maybe. Probably.
Okay.
I would assume you probably have to ingest it. That it seems like it.
Curtis jumps in the water.
You
Oh,
just
boy.
leap into the fountain. You feel the rushing, just fresh, cool water on you. About 20 feet down, you see the small vial with a crack in it and still some swirling blue-silver liquid inside. Roll me athletics to fight the current and get down there.
Thank you.
Karnas, like a fish, just swims down and grabs the vial. Roll me Constitution as well.
Oh boy.
Like a save or
Like a save.
Oh.
That's a 1.
You might have to have a squeakier voice.
I can't make my voice squeakier.
Karnas, you just start swimming up and up more and more. And it's a little farther than you thought it would be. You're a little confused by it. But you're able to breach the top of the water. And the lip of the fountain is just out of reach now. You guys, as Karnas emerges, you see a smaller Karnas. Softer features, not as prominent horns. And he's kind of treading water inside the fountain.
I get you, Karnas.
Can't do anything? Can ask for help or just sit there?
I just kind of pick Curtis up.
Why are you looking at me like that?
It should be gone in a week, right? Shadow. This should be fixed in a week.
The note said.
So you now pick up a very small Karnas. Who's just now holding a vial in both of his little kobold hands. And just kind of shaking. She goes, "Oh my! I didn't think it would have that kind of effect.
It helped.
How much did you drink?"
None.
"Oh,
So it's touch. That's disturbing.
you see some liquid, some blue silver liquid just dripping over Karnas's hands as it's dripping out of the vial. Luna, move. God.
Well,
This,
You still can, Raz. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah. Well, not right now because it's all out. But
hindsight. That's
I
what
know.
that is. That's hindsight.
I was about to say it, but then all of a sudden, Karnas jumped in the water. Okay.
You gotta be faster with Karnas around, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
Curtis will do stupid things without thinking.
And that's why he and Damian are probably gonna be best friends.
Yep.
Well,
And with the vial out of the fountain, Helen thanks you. And says, "Oh, that idiot. He did try and do it. He tried
What
to make
exactly?
a fountain of youth."
I mean, he succeeded.
I mean, he did succeed, yes. It was supposed to be a tourist attraction to help the town, but no one here wanted it.
well,
Yes, it
and
backfired.
what happened to him? I'd say he paid for it.
Yes. Real shame. you can see the devastation of his own work.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I thank you. Hopefully my Walter and the townsfolk will return soon. How long did you say it'll last?
A week, if the notes are correct.
Fucking Evan, you missed everything.
Yup.
Oh my god.
You missed a lot.
so Karnas is now a child. But we saved the town.
And they'll be back to normal in a week. Hopefully.
Damian's dad, Karn baby. Hashtag
Karn
Karn
baby.
Damian met his baby daddy. Karn
You could ride Hootie now.
Yes!
That's true.
Your weapons aren't gonna fit, by the way.
Oh no.
That great sword you have is now, instead of 2 times the size of you, like 4 times the size of you. I'm not gonna make you fuck with your stats. I'm just
Appreciate
gonna
that.
need you to use smaller weapons
Yeah,
until then.
yeah.
Okay.
I try to do my sword, but I just can't. It's like, oh, that's not gonna work.
Yeah, the Alchemist son kept saying he wanted to put the town on the map,
Tiny sharp stuff.
and, well,
Well, that certainly would have done it.
it sure would have. Would have brought kings from all around to drink from the fountain of youth so they could reign forever.
And then they would have been shocked to find out that they were in fact not able to rule anymore.
I mean, if they were evil kings, you know.
Well, my Walter, it happened a little bit over time, so maybe there's a controlled portion that you could use,
Maybe.
but I don't know any of that alchemist stuff.
Neither do I.
Not when I
Alchemy is
studied.
weird in general.
And with that, we'll end for the night.
Hey, look, a week away. Hey, look. Another week.
Yeah.
Christ.
You're gonna have baby Cartus for a week. A week.
Now
Maybe.
we have to explain to Olari about Carnage is smaller.
Yeah.
Rudy is also notably a little smaller. He's like 2 inches shorter.
We have a lot to explain to Alari.
I know. I'm sad she couldn't at least watch.
Oh my lord.
She probably would have loved it.
Oh yeah.
Baby
Yeah.
daddy, though.
Something like
I was waiting
it's like
so long for that.
for Karn baby.
Oh, God.
Okay,
Dad.
so Raz used his +5, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I use mine.
And Karnas used his, right?
Yeah.
So, Ark still has +5, and Karnas has +1.
And we'll say Olari also gets +5,
Okay.
even though she wasn't here. Bear. The bears.
And thank you for the donation to help Bear in the surgery.
Yes.
Well,
Very
vet bills.
appreciative. Hopefully it's not a surgery. We'll find out.
Hopefully it's not a surgery.
Because, like, a freaking ultrasound alone was $400. And there was talk of a biopsy to make sure that he doesn't have liver cancer. And I don't know how much that's going to be. The 150 is just to get him into the specialist. I keep
No.
looking back, expecting him to be in his bed. He's not there. Yes, very much appreciated for the donations, the bits,
Why do you have to
The
knock
follows.
everything over?
and of course, the viewership. The best part.
Thank you for
Don't
joining
go
us
off
tonight.
just yet.
What?
Don't go off just yet.
Okay.
Hootie was your size when you were a full-grown Carnus. You could totally ride a Hootie now.
I'm totally gonna ride Hootie now.
You're like a foot tall, essentially. Like kobolds are like 3.5 feet tall. You're like a foot and a half.
Oh my god.
You're like a teenager of a kobold, essentially. You're an
Hey,
adolescent.
At least she's not a kid.
Yeah. Curtis is
Technically.
already just very childish by nature, but that is a kobold thing, I'm fairly certain.
Yeah.
And just
Yeah.
made for fun roleplay. Something happened. I heard the sound.
You heard the sound.
What sound?
The donation sound.
Holy shit, Ark! You did $100?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much!
Thank you, Ark.
You didn't have to do that.
I know I didn't have to.
Appreciate it.
Gotta take care of your animals, man.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
He's a baby. Big old baby bears.
Yep. And he's not even
I
down
could,
here.
and I could afford to do it, so
Thank you.
That's greatly appreciated.
of course.
I'm gonna give
Hey.
you so many plus fives.
Hey, when I have 3 of my own and 2 of them sleep in my bed, yeah, I'm the same way.
Yeah, exactly.
If Bear could get up on our bed, I'm sure he would sleep on it.
Come on! Yeah!
Alright.
Come on!
Thank you.
Start that
again,
raid! Yeah!
Everybody. We are going to raid Toothless. She's playing WoW. That's the Brian Be Good stick.
Now it's the Haley gonna be bad stick. Yeah!
Nice.
Bye, thank you for coming.
Later.